Happy New Year, you guys. It is 2020. Today is the first. I'm filming my first video of 2020. And this was actually going to be a different video, but since I'm actually literally about to head out the door, I wanted to at least film me doing my makeup. I'm getting ready to go have brunch with my manager. But since I'm doing my makeup anyway, I wanted to do it where I show the products that were my best in beauty of 2019. Now, I don't have every single thing in front of me, but these are my ride or die go-to products that I absolutely loved last year. So I'm going to start out with moisturizing my face. By the way, I put on the Biossance lip balm. This is definitely one of my favorites of 2019. And I always put this on before I apply anything on my lips, my face, or anything. And also, even if I'm not even applying like any lipsticks or anything like that, I still like to just have it on my lips. But one of my favorite moisturizers of 2019 would have to be this Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. This is the one that I mentioned in my best hydrating products video of 2019. So I'll have that video linked down below. But definitely one of my favorites. So this is going to be the first thing that I put on my face. And I kind of gotta speed up this process. So if I'm going too fast, that's because I really have to go. But yeah, that's that. Primers, I have several primers that I love for 2019, but I'd have to say one of my top ones was the Milk Hydro Grip. I went through an entire bottle of this already. This is my second one. Well, this is actually the full size one, but I did go ahead and finish up the little mini size that I had, and I love this primer, you guys. I like it because it keeps my makeup in place all day long, and that's why I'm using it right now, because I'm gonna be out and about and I want to make sure that my makeup is going to stay in place and just look flawless. So this is definitely hydrating, but it's not like extra dewy. So if you have oily skin, I think you could definitely use this. I do have combination skin, so I have oily skin. My T-zone is really, really oily, so this definitely works for me. And I like to focus this more so on my T-zone anyway, so that way my foundation does not break up and that it can just stay in place all day long. So right now, it's really sticky on my skin. So what I like to do next is go into the brows. So the brow pencil that I loved for 2019 is the Makeup Revolution, the Makeup Pro brow pencil. I use the shade dark brown. This is my second one, you guys. I shared this in one of my recent hauls. But yes, this is my go-to brow pencil of 2019. This one and the CoverGirl brow pencil. I know I talk about those. I know I talk about the CoverGirl brow pencil all the time, but it is literally my favorite brow pencil of all brow pencils, and this is definitely my second to favorite. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows right now. Actually, let me just go ahead and do my brows so y'all can see me do them, because I really don't feel like bending over to cut off the camera. I'm just gonna edit this anyway, so I'll just let it roll, let the film roll. But yes, this is definitely my favorite brow pencil. I like how it's not waxy. I hate when a brow pencil is really, really waxy, because I don't know, it's just easier when the brow pencil is a little firm. It gives me more control. When it's too waxy and slippery, it's just not, I don't know, I just don't like it like that. But yes, this is definitely my favorite. Okay, brows are somewhat done for now. Now let's go into foundation. I'm gonna be taking the Beauty Bakerie Insta Bake and also the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation. I'm gonna use both of these because I like how this one is more matte, but I don't want to use a matte foundation on my entire face. So that's why I'm gonna go in with Beauty Bakerie for pretty much the perimeter of my face. I still like to wear this all over my face, but today I just want something a little bit more mattifying, and that's gonna stay on the skin for a good amount of time because I am gonna be out and about. But these are definitely my two favorite foundations of 2019. These are the ones that I shared in my top foundation and concealer video of 2019. I'm gonna have that one linked down below as well. So I use the shade 70WY in the Urban Decay. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit, and I'm just gonna apply it more so right here on my T-zone. Not too much though, because I don't want to get carried away. And then the Beauty Bakerie foundation, I use the shade 315W. So this is just gonna go like that. And that's all I'm gonna apply for now, because like I said, I don't want to use too much. My favorite sponge of 2019, I don't even think I started using it last year. I think it was the year before that. But the one that I use pretty much all year is this one by Sonia Kashuk, and I still to this day get questions on what sponge this is. It's by Sonia Kashuk, and you can get it from Target. I love this sponge, you guys. Like, I just like how it blends out my foundation, and it just, I just love it so much. Also, if you guys have been watching me for a while but missed some of my recent videos, I haven't been putting concealer on the top of my brows, and I also do not apply foundation on my forehead anymore. Well, I still go on my forehead with whatever's left on the sponge, but I don't squirt or apply any foundation up there anymore because I feel like I don't really need much up there. So I just take whatever is left on the sponge and blend it out. But I do still apply my powders up there, so like my bronzer. I just don't go heavy on the foundation up there anymore. Okay, going into concealer, my top favorite concealer. These two, well, one I mentioned in my foundation and concealer video of 2019, which is the Urban Decay Stay Naked. But I totally forgot to mention the Uoma Beauty concealer. I cannot talk. It is so early right now, but yes. Uoma Beauty, this is a Stay Woke concealer. I went through an entire tube of this stuff last year, and what made me realize I forgot to mention it is because of you guys. You guys actually, well, some of you actually commented in that video asking why I didn't mention this one, because this was definitely one of my favorite ones that I went through last year. So I got another one. This is in the shade T2. Someone told me that they have another name for it. Like, it's not the shade T2. I don't know. But it says Brown Sugar T2. But that's the shade that I use. So I'm going to use this today, since it's a brand new tube. Y'all, when I tell you, I went through this concealer. I put it in my everyday makeup stash. My everyday makeup drawer at least 2 months back to back. And I went through this concealer. By the way, I'm still doing my everyday makeup drawers. I just haven't filmed them, but I still do them. Like, I still rotate my my makeup. So whatever I'm using for the month, I like to put it in my vanity drawer and just go through the product, use it up if it's almost out, or just use any new products that I want to try out. So yes, I'm still doing that with my makeup collection. Some of you have been asking me about it. And I definitely wanted to let you guys know that yes, I'm still doing that. Anywho, blending out the concealer. And you guys notice I still put concealer right here on the middle of my forehead. So that's still in my routine. But when I tell you this is my favorite concealer, I love this concealer, y'all. Like, All right, so as far as the setting powders, I have one that I know I pretty much used and abused for the entire year of 2019, which is Thrive Causemetics. This is their matte translucent setting powder, and I use this like crazy. I think this was my most used powder, along with the Chanel setting powder. These two, I would say, definitely were my most used powders of 2019. Like, they were just my favorites. They're still my favorites, and whenever they are done, I'm definitely gonna repurchase them. So I'm gonna use, let's use Chanel. I still have several other setting powders that were my favorites of 2019, but these are my most used ones. So the shade that I use in Chanel is Translucent 3. And this is the perfect color to set under my eyes. Y'all see how it blends out? Like, ugh, I just love this powder, y'all. It is so nice. I also have a few favorite pressed powders for 2019, but one of the ones that I wanted to use and share with you guys today is the Too Faced powder. I don't think I mentioned this too many times in 2019 because I was always talking about the Sephora Microsmooth, but this is definitely one of my top ones as well. I use the shade Chai. Now I can use this by itself because it does have a good coverage to it. Like it does, it is full coverage, but I also like to just use it to just set everywhere else on the face that I didn't apply my setting powder. So I'm gonna use my Sonia Kashuk large powder brush, which is one of my favorite brushes of 2019, and just dust it everywhere that I didn't apply that, that loose setting powder. So I did have a few favorite bronzers last year. One is the Lip Bar. This is the Just Got Paid bronzer. I like this because it has bronzer on one side and then the other side you have a blush. So you have 2-in-1 in here. But yes, this is definitely one of my favorite ones, and also the Fenty Beauty bronzers. I use these throughout the entire year. Well, ever since they came out with these last year, I was using them non-stop. So I use the shade Coco Naughty and also Mocha Mami. Mocha Mami is definitely more warm, more red, but Coco Naughty is the shade I feel like I can use anytime. Even though it is a little light, it's definitely a little bit lighter than Mocha Mami, but it is the one that I use the most. There is a dent in here. I don't know if y'all can see that dent, but this is definitely the one that I used the most of 2019. So since I used that one the most, today I'm gonna dip into Mocha Mami so y'all can see this applied. Oh, by the way, y'all, by the way, I washed all of my brushes before 2020. These are the ones that I pulled out that I was going to be using for the month. It may not seem like a lot, but I'm trying not to pull out too many brushes. I do have some brushes that I recently purchased that I kind of want to try out, but these are just the ones that I really wanted to just kind of narrow down and have on my vanity and use. The other ones, they're set to the side. I did vlog it, so that vlog is gonna be up on I don't know when I'm gonna put it up, but I did document me washing my brushes. So yes, this is the Sephora Pro 50 brush. Definitely my favorite, well, one of my favorite brushes of 2019. And I'm just gonna apply this bronzer around the perimeter of my face. You don't need a lot of this because it's pretty warm, as y'all can see, but it is so pretty. I also feel like with this bronzer, I honestly don't have to wear a blush because it is pretty warm. So I'm still gonna apply blush and show you guys the blush that I loved for the year. But since this is so warm, I can get away with wearing this without having to apply a blush on top. And I like to take Coco Naughty as my contour shade for the sides of my nose. So that is what I'm gonna do here. Just put it right here and kind of work it into the brow like that. And before I blend that out, I'm gonna go back into my setting powder. This time I'm gonna take Thrive Causemetics, which is almost out. But I'm gonna take a little bit of this and just set the sides of my nose and just let it bake or just let it sit there before we go into eyeshadow. Okay, so I had several favorite eyeshadow palettes of 2019. It was really hard for me to just pick one, but I did pick one to use for today because I want something very light and natural looking because I am going out to brunch. I don't want anything too dramatic. But the one that I chose to use today is this one by Jackie Aina and Anastasia. This is definitely a top favorite palette of 2019. And I say that because of the shades in here. These are definitely people of color friendly. There's not one shade in this palette that looks ashy, girl. Like, Jackie did her thing on this. So these are my 3 favorite go-to shades in this palette. And that's what I'm gonna dip in today. I'm just gonna dip my brush in all 3, like that. Tap it and then just place it all over my lid. This is my Morphe Morphe M504, my favorite brush of 2019 as far as like blending brushes. This is definitely my favorite one. So I'm gonna stick with these 3 shades together. I'm just gonna stick with them, keep them on the lid, and also kind of lightly blend it up into the crease. And that is all that I'm doing right there. Like, that is it. So that is all that I'm gonna do for the eyes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my all-time favorite lashes, which is the Andrea Renee Lashes Style 778. So I'm gonna pop these on and I'll be right back. All right, so I got my lashes on. Now I'm just gonna dust away this powder. And also kind of pinch the brush and blend out that powder on the side of my nose, like that contour. I want to go back into the Jackie Aina palette and pick up the shade Zam and just place a little bit of that on the inner corner. All right, so to finish up the look, we're gonna take a little bit of blush, highlighter, and then the lips. So the blush that I loved for 2019 is this one by Mented. This is in the shade Clay Too Much. And this is a everyday type of shade. Like, I can wear this as my eyeshadow if I want to. I did do a monochromatic look using this as eyeshadow and a blush on my channel last year. So if I can find that video, I'll link it for you guys. But this is gonna be my blush today. Now, when it comes down to highlighters, my most used one of 2019 is this one by Dose of Colors. This is Supreme Glow highlighter in the shade Royal Hotness. And as y'all can see, this is used and abused. I used this one more than any of my other highlighters last year because it's the perfect gold bronzy color, especially for deeper complexions. Look how pretty that is. And I like how it blends into my blush. Like, it just gives it that pretty rose, bronze, gold. Oh, it's just so pretty. It is gorgeous. So this is gonna be my highlighter of choice today. And I put some right here on the tops of my eyes just to kind of fade into the eyeshadow. You see that? Look how pretty that is. So to end the look off, I'm just gonna line my lips with my Makeup Forever lip pencil in the shade Limitless Brown. This is one of my most used brown liners of 2019. And I have a lot of different lip products that I use that I just kind of went through all year long. But today, I'm gonna be using the Artist Couture Gloss in the shade Uncensored. So I'm just gonna pat that liner in. And this is just a nude gloss. I wanted something nude. And then line the lips a little bit more. Okay, and to finish off the look, I'm gonna take the Morphe Continuous Mist. This is another one of those products that I feel like I used the most in 2019. And I'm just gonna spray my face. All right, guys, so this is the completed look using all of my top favorite products of 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If any of the products that I shared in today's video were your top favorites of 2019, let me know. So let's go ahead and chit chat about it down below in the comments. Even if I shared anything that you guys didn't really like for the year, I still want to know what were your top favorite products of 2019. So let's go ahead and chit chat down below in the comments. And that is all that I have, you guys. I really need to go because I am already running late. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I really hope you guys have an amazing new year. Oh, by the way, it is a new month, which means a new box. So if you don't know, I do monthly giveaways on my channel. So every single month I give away one box to one person. And you know what? I'm actually gonna do 2 boxes this month. So I'm gonna show you guys 2 boxes. I'll show you guys the clips right here so you guys can see all of the random goodies that I'm gonna have in both of these boxes. So it's really easy to enter. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you thumbs up this video as well as leave a comment down below in the comment section. And I don't want the comments to be anything about the giveaway. Let's talk about the products that I shared in today's video. Let's talk about your 2019 favorites. And yeah, so that is all that I have, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.